This isn't working. I say that at about 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night when, for the third time in 4 weeks, my latest video on YouTube is a 10 out of 10, which unfortunately doesn't mean that it's exceptional. It means that it's performing 10th out of my last 10 videos. Inherently, my videos are currently doing worse than they ever have done before, despite the fact that as I release this, we're just about to tick over 30,000 subscribers on the channel. Now, I'm very, very aware that to go from absolutely nothing where we were in November 2024, last year, 10 months ago, when I started this channel, to here is exceptional. But over the course of that time, we've become accidentally incredibly niche in a way that I never intended. I always wanted to work with microcontrollers. I always wanted to make new technology and innovate and create. And I always wanted to do that stuff under the umbrella of automotive, because that's the stuff I love to do. I'm a maker at heart in all forms. But I think kind of by accident and kind of because I became laser focused on my own project, we've become more niche in things like making MCU based things than I ever anticipated, and more than I ever really actually wanted to do. And knowing this means that this isn't all doom and gloom, because we can change those things, but it's going to take a little bit of a shift from my end, and I think in a good way that is exciting for me for the first time in a little while. And here is one of the roots of the problem. I release a video every Wednesday at 2 p.m. You've probably been used to it. I know a lot of you pester me for the new link at 2 o'clock every Wednesday, and that's fantastic. But by having to release a video every Wednesday means I get maybe 3 days to work on the thing. I have to put a day aside for editing. I always have to have sponsors sign off on things and then do thumbnails and all the stuff around that. That can sometimes take another day, which means I'm having to rush and create new things every basically 3 to 4 days. It doesn't give me a lot of time to tackle the big, grand, exciting, world-changing projects that I actually want to undertake. So, from now, moving forwards, there's going to be significant changes on this channel, and I think for the better and for the more exciting, because I'm no longer going to beholden myself to releasing a video at Wednesday at 2 o'clock every week. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is making the thing, whatever the thing is, and then release the video about it. Sometimes it'll take 2 weeks. Sometimes it might take 4. Sometimes it might take longer. That's just going to have to be the way that it is in order for me to do the kinds of fantastic, mad, big projects that I know a lot of you would love to see. I'm going to build a race car that teaches you how to be a race car driver. We're going to make a car that you can control with your mobile phone. I'm going to make the best homage Need for Speed video that you have ever seen in your life. These things are the big ticket ideas. We're going Colin Firth level of grand with these projects. But in order to do those things, I need to not just have 3 days a week to work on something and then get distracted by having to do editing and approvals with sponsors and all that kind of stuff. Instead, I'm going to give myself the time I need to produce the thing and make whatever it is, make it amazing and make the videos able to appeal to all 30,000 of you, plus 1 million more people, not just the 3,000 people that are actually really interested in how to use an ESP P4 to make a man in the middle, though that video actually did quite well. And I've niched down in a way I've never intended to. And when I speak with car people at car meets and they go, "Oh, I saw your video, but I didn't really watch it because I didn't understand it." That's a problem for me, and that's not what I want to do. And, you know, I don't want to hold myself to making custom PCBs and gauge boards and user interface design stuff for the rest of my life. It's not the kind of maker that I am. I come from like the Adam Savage mindset of making, where I want to take on everything. I want to use tooling and machining and learn new skills and do microcontroller stuff and do, you know, crazy things that no one's ever thought of before. I want to innovate. I want to invent. I want to create car technology that is going to be beneficial for everybody, but is also just a really fun story at the same time. And I think that's part of it. I feel like in the last 10 months, I've lost a bit of the fun. But that's okay, because it doesn't have to always be that way. I can change things. I'm going to change things. This video is simply a note to let you know that I am hugely thankful for all the masses of support that I've received growing Garage Tinkering by myself from nothing to 30,000 subscribers in the last 10, 11 months. It's changed my life in huge ways, and I am hugely thankful to everybody who's joined me on part of that journey and supported it. But I've now realized how much bigger and better things can be. I've peeked a little bit behind the curtain, and I've seen where things can go with this channel. And as I bring in animators and videographers and editors, even though right now they're all the same person, things are going to get much more, like I say, big and grand, but also refined and polished and just I don't quite have the words, but it is going to be good. So am I abandoning the ultimate gauge board stuff? No, that's still going to be very central to the kind of stuff that we use, and like the platforms that I'm going to build are going to build off the back of that stuff. So it's all still going to be very relevant, but it's not going to be 90% of the channel anymore. It's going to be 10. And when is the next video coming out, and what's it going to be about? I don't know. And honestly, I'm cool with that. I'm going to make the thing. In fact, I know what it is, but I'm not telling. I'm going to make the thing. I'm going to do all the steps and the machining and the tooling and the coding and the putting it in the car and the demoing and the videos around that. And I'm going to put it into one big 40-minute extravaganza, as opposed to 10 little 12-minute videos that only 3,000 you care about. 2025 has been amazing, and it's been one of the best and most significant years of my life. 2026 is going to blow it out of the water, not only because I'm getting married, I'm getting a workshop unit, and all being well, I'm getting a Skyline, but also the stuff that we're going to create is going to further change my life. And I cannot wait to go on this journey of crazy, inventive making with all of you. So this is the last time you're going to see this style of talking head video from me, because from here, moving forwards, things are going to change in 3, 2, 1.